As with all the other patterns presented in this course, I did not come up with them and need to give credit where credit is due. Let's take a look at the head and shoulders pattern. It's been around a long time and is found in most textbooks. I first encountered this pattern in one of Larry Pesaventa's books, where he discusses how to trade the pattern in a similar manner. As with all the other patterns I will be discussing in this section, all entries are on retracements using limit orders. Do not try and chase price if you missed your entry. Having a look at the head and shoulders, which is the first pattern we'll be discussing, we can see we have a key level of resistance. In section 2 we discussed how zones are created, and we're not looking at specific numbers or levels. Now these zones I like to look at and find them from the daily and 4-hour charts. We have price approaching our key level, and you can see we have a nice uptrend where we have higher highs and higher lows. What happens in this instance is we have price drive up, come just below our level where we have different orders stacked, and what happens is we have the first block of orders getting taken out, which causes price to fade. You can note the uptrend with higher highs, higher lows, and a nice uptrend line forming. We then have price drive deeper, this time taking more orders out in this block or this resistance zone, and you can see this high on the left is taken out. When that happens and we start to watch price move off this level, we want to watch to see if we can get price moving below this trend line. Here you can see the trend line is cracked or broken, as well as price making a lower low. So this swing low right here was taken out. So we came up in an uptrend, we drove deeper into this resistance area before fading, breaking the trend line and making a lower low. Now the important thing to note here is this level right here, this area of resistance. That dealing point is the most important reference point for me in this pattern, and very often we'll find the back end of the trend line will line up with this area of resistance. So the back end of the trend line lining up with that area of resistance. So that's the most important level to be watching with the formation of this pattern. You'll also notice very often we have a fib retracement lining up with that level, anywhere from a 618 to a 786, and sometimes the 886, which is a very deep retracement, and price moves to the downside from there. And if we label this, the left shoulder is the first area of resistance, the head is where price drives deeper into that resistance area, and then the right shoulder is where you're looking to place your limit orders. So you have an entry waiting at the right shoulder with a stop loss normally just above the head, looking for a move to the downside. And here you can see the left and right shoulder equal to each other, so that's the most important dealing or reference point in this pattern.